we used to get around in this beach around 5-10 tons a day. But now, today, if you go into the fish banda, you'll find there is very little fish that does not even reach 1,000 or one ton. So it has it has gone down, and it's a challenge because it used to earn fishermen a lot of money.
Na hapa mahali tumekaa hapa, unaona vijana wako wengi. Kazi ya kwanza ya kampuni hapa ni ngware. Ya pikipiki unaona peng. Inavunja vijana kila siku na mchana. Wengine ni manamba hapa, walitoka shuleni juzi. Wengine wamefanya form 4, wanapiga tu magari hapa hapa. Wengine pia ni pickpocket. Wanaiba watu. Na hiyo ndio maana tunalia viongozi wa shughuliki na saida ya wananchi.
The government of Kenya, I hear this, what we call the government of Kenya. It's like the government of Kenya does not exist to this point. Simply because their services are never seen. To us, you see the water hyacinth, this thing has been here for the last over 13 years. That same government we claim to be has been there. We have the Ministry of Tourism. We have the other Ministry of Fisheries. We have Transport and Communication. Actually, there's nothing they are doing. The money has always been released by the World Bank, and they announced through the press that the money is there. But this money, we don't see it. They end up in Nairobi.
Kampuni ya China sahizi wanatengeneza barabara, lakini hawaandiki watu wa local, vijana wa local, na magari wanaendesha peke yao ama wanakuja na watu kutoka pengine Nairobi na sehemu zingine.
Welcome back to Face the Nation from Kenyatta Grounds in Kisumu County. Got here with us Shakil Shabir, Rosambuyu, Mohammed Aslam Khan, and Jennifer Kere. And the crowd, the audience here is asking some very important questions about the leadership of this country. Go ahead, more questions, sir.
Thank you. My name is Councillor Tom Boya from Kondele, the famous Kondele. I'm a representative of the people of Kisumu, for the young people at the Municipal Council of Kisumu.
Let's go.
One important thing that I want to share, one is to thank K24 for being here in this session. And I think it's a very important session for our people, especially when it's done at the public arena like such. One important thing is that as leaders then, we have to be accountable to the people in which we were elected and the platform in which we offered ourselves for elections. And I want to say that as the leadership in this town, the leaders must be accountable on their own volition. Because I know most of the leaders have always accounted themselves on the platform of the leadership, of the top leadership. And every time that they want to talk about what they have done, they've always mentioned the name of the top leader. And therefore, they have refused to be accountable to the specifics that they have to do on their own. The question is this: as the leaders in front, those who are aspiring and those who are sitting, including myself, what do we have for the next dispensation for our people as leaders?
Mohammed Aslam Khan, answer that.
The dispensation that we have actually is very much, I am saying, first of all, let me put it very clearly, that the people are claiming that when you get a politician, we vote them in, we don't see them in, out, in. But the question here is, I am asking the electorate, why do they elect somebody on the emphasis of money? This issue of Gonya, which is a very common name in Kisumu, should go away. In fact, it is upon them, the electorate. Even if I challenge them now, show me one electorate from Kisumu town here who has got a manifesto for the MPs who are current here. Show me anybody who has a manifesto who has come with it here and tell him this is the manifesto of this MP who said, and we have elected him in, and has he done A, B, C, D? You cannot cross-check because people are just after the leadership because where the wind goes. And you find that especially when somebody has a nice car, nice campaign team, and nice money to oil the campaigns, I'll be very frank, that is the person they will elect. But if you get a common man who can articulate their issues well and aggressively, they will find a problem in him and say that there is no Gonyorization into that issue. That is one. The other issue is, you will find that anybody who wants to elect a leader will never read a manifesto. Even like including the party manifesto, which is very important. That is the background rock of politics. If you know that my leader who I am going to elect has said that he is going to do A, B, C, D, E, this is the right person. Then you ask him a question in such an open era like this and say, show me what you are going to do. You question the leader before you elect him. But here are issues whereby leaders want to campaign at night and daytime you don't find. They're just doing what we call nocturnal politics. So what I'm saying is let the electorate also wake up. We have enough civic education, and these are a learned lot. These are people, you know, UK is known for learned people. So that they come out and distinguish between a leader and a money leader.
And even under the new constitution, there's this chapter that talks about integrity.
Yes.
Right? How many of them are going to pass that litmus test?
That is what we want. That's what we want the electorate to look at them and say that whether ethically these people have got the integrity to make a test to pass that one, so that you say that that is a leader without having a baggage somewhere there or holding onto a tailcoat of somebody being a politician.
Jeff, I think for the next dispensation, Kisumu County and by extension Nyanza Province must have accountable leadership. Not leadership, and leadership that's accountable to the people, not accountable to, and I'm going to say this, that in this region, like the rest of Nyanza, we all love Honorable Raila. And you will find that anybody who wants to contest will go out to the people, and the only thing they're accountable or they talk to the people about is their loyalty to Honorable Raila. And because the Kisumu and the Nyanza people really love him, love the Prime Minister, they will measure our leadership by our loyalty level. So if they think that this one is very loyal, you will get the votes. If they think that there's a bit of doubt, you will not get the votes, even if you are a more capable leader.
So what if you're not in favor but more qualified?
This is what I'm saying, and this is what I like about what he said. In the next dispensation, devolution will be useless if we do not elect leaders who are accountable to the people. What have you done? And what can you do for the people?
Good point.
My name is Thomas Odhiambo, alias Jakambare, the chairman of Kisumu Motorcycle Boda Boda. Now I want to say this, face the nation, asking one question or two to Mr. Shakil Shabir. As the MP for constituency, where Boda Boda headquarters is in East Africa, what can you tell us about the national Boda Boda policy? Second, why do you take civil and non-thugs to Rwanda to see the bad side of impunity and what the war cost in Rwanda? And why can't you take the thugs and perpetrators of real war here in Kisumu so that when they come back saved people? And the last one, yeah, that one I'm saying because recently the councillors went to Rwanda and they are very civil. You look at them, they are very civil people. They can't even harm a fly. Yes. Lastly, I'm asking, what I'm happy Aslam Khan, my brother Aslam Khan touched on it. What are the MPs of this region going to do on the issue of Gonya? The issue of Gonya is a Luo vocabulary. You will get to know it.
Thank you.
The issue of Gonya and our culture of non-saving. We want an MP who can build on a culture of non-saving so that we can save and we can invest, because you cannot invest if you are not saving. So lastly, I'm saying that I've not received any penny from Shakil Shabir, but I want to say this. Shakil Shabir is one of the MPs in the area who are using bursary where it is needed. That one, you will attest to it. Bursary is one of the MPs who is really helping our children to get the knowledge in the school in the terms of bursary. Thank you.
Okay, but you still want your questions answered, right? Yeah. Okay. Aslam Khan, you go first.
He actually pointed it direct, but I can answer that one and take it right. The question here is the way he's putting it and saying it very clearly. He said that they have got the headquarters of Boda Boda in Kondele area. Actually, Kisumu. If I was the member of parliament for Kisumu, the way I am wishing to become a member of parliament of Kisumu Town Central, I am telling you, I will make sure to get the local people and tap the potentiality that these people have and make sure that they are people that can be seen, not necessarily being Boda Boda people. We can change this into other business-oriented issues, economic empowerment, and other issues that can bring youth, women, and others together so that we make sure that at the end of the day, they have a bread and butter on their table in a nice way rather than running up and down. To touch on the issues of this civil war and the rest which my brother touched, going to Rwanda, I think it is right time now that we should educate and give civic education to our people who were involved during the 2007 clashes. But let me put it to you, Jeff, that people in Kisumu are peace-loving people. Take it from me, because I was born and brought up in this town. I know it inside out. There is not a single man who was killed by the Kisumu people. Because if you tell me that so and so was killed because of tribal clashes, it is a taboo for a Luo to kill. And take it from me, they never killed. But they were being killed left, right. I personally visited Shakil when he was arrested down there at the Railways police station. I was a man enough going through all those roadblocks with my young son Raila Amolo Odinga, who was by then 4 years old. We went.
That's your son's name?
Raila Amolo Odinga, the great. So when I went, I've named him after a very patriotic Kenyan, and a shrewd person. So when we went there, and he will bear me witness, because the police did not want him to make phone calls. I made sure Raila Amolo Odinga had a phone in his pocket and went and saw him with medicine. He can testify here. And then he spoke to the world, he's arrested. Okay. So that's why I'm saying our people are working all round the clock to make sure Kisumu was a safe place. But because the police and other forces within the government came in to destabilize our city, it was a peaceful city.
So where does the stone throwing come in? Because you people love throwing stones.
Let me put it to you, Jeff. Huh? It is a very open secret. If you, today, you push me to the wall, what is the next weapon that I have on the ground? If you push me to the wall, what natural weapon do I have? Even now, when I come there and tell you, Jeff, I want to box you down, you'll always start looking on the floor. You know that is the next weapon. Yeah, that is the only reason. Not in a bad way, but that is the only. If today the police were just killing people left, right, how do you defend yourself? How do you arm yourself? Do you want us to go and bring guns to turn Kenya into Rwanda? No, our people are civilized. They are at least throwing stones.
Good, good. Let's carry on. This is good. This is good. Come on, get up. Make it short, please. There's many people.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm Nashon Opanga. I'm a lawyer, and I'm a chairman of Inspired Poliv Youth Group. I have 3 questions. One for Khan. We want to